Hey there, here I am with a vinyl update, and I got I think a little bit more to show this time than I did last time. I've been slightly accumulating. I've been buying some things out in the wild, and I've been ordering some things. This is the book I'm currently reading. It's Our Band Could Be Your Life by Michael Azerrad. He's a journalist. I think he used to write for, I want to say it was either Rolling Stone or Spin magazine. But he has another book that I am sort of wanting. It's a new issue of a new updated volume of a Nirvana / Kurt Cobain book. But this one, I watched a video recently, and someone was really saying this was their Bible that they read so much, and they always carried it with them. So I thought, well, if I can ever find that book, and the next time I went to Barnes and Noble looking for the other one, and I found this one. So it's like, well, so I'm reading that. I just finished the first chapter, and the chapters are really long. They're about different individual bands. The first chapter was Black Flag. It also has chapters on the Replacements, Mudhoney, Sonic Youth, Minutemen, different bands. So the vinyl, I got this. I don't think I've showed this in a video. This I didn't know existed, but in my mind, for years I thought, why don't they have the inner sleeve as the actual cover of the album? And then I found it that way. So this is like a reissue special edition, I suppose. The Rolling Stones Goat's Head Soup. This was the original inner sleeve, but I thought that's like the best. And then this right here with Mick Jagger, that's the original cover. And then these, I think, are on the back. So this is a vast improvement. There's the inner sleeve, and it is black vinyl. I don't have all of Rolling Stones vinyl. I have a lot of originals. Oh, and this also has, I didn't know it had this with it when I bought it. This has the bonus track that was on the CD reissue. It's a song called Scarlet, and I think this is the one that they did with Jimmy Page. Yeah, it says Scarlet something Jimmy, and I can't see what that says. My eyeballs are going when it comes to small writing. So, and this is a cool album. I mean, this has I think Heartbreaker and Angie is the two songs that's probably the most known. Yeah, that's the most known. And then it also has the uncensored version of Star Star. So that was a good find, because I was not expecting to. Not only did I not know it existed, but I wasn't expecting to find it. And then I got these. I've been slowly but surely getting a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers on vinyl. I got their newest one, Return of the Dream Canteen. And this is a double album. And I think this one is, it's the lyrics. I think this one is the black vinyl. 17 new songs. And this album Can I show the back? This album came out the same year as their previous album. This one's called Unlimited Love. And I ordered this on, I don't remember what, probably on, I'm assuming eBay, but I'm not sure. There's the lyrics. And of course, this is the double album. This one is on sky blue vinyl. And apparently it's a Walmart exclusive, but I didn't get it at Walmart. And both of these albums are extremely good. I guess Red Hot Chili Peppers wanted to put out, I think it was, they wanted to put out all 4 of them at the same time. And the record company says no. So they're on Warner Records. So they released them the same year as 2 double albums. So hey, still got it all out, whatever. They're both good albums. They're actually really mellow. A lot of it is really mellow and slightly psychedelic. It's pretty relaxing music, I suppose. And then we went record shopping. I think it was 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago now. And in Columbus, and we went to Spoonful Records. And I think that's only the second time that we've been there. And the thing I always think about when that record store comes up is Greta Van Fleet was at that record store shopping quite a few years ago now, and they did an interview on the YouTube channel. So that's irrelevant, but anyway. So I picked up at that store. I picked up Mudhoney. This is the first full-length album that was originally released on Sub Pop. Super Fuzz, Big Muff, which I think this still is on Sub Pop. Yes, it is. And it's on yellow vinyl. And I can get that out. It has a poster with it. If you can tell what that is or not. But I would just really love the album cover of this. And I listened to it, and of course it's good because I have their greatest hits, or whatever you call it, on. It's not called the greatest hits, but I have it on CD, and plus it's like it's grunge. I would consider them one, if not the original grunge bands from Seattle in the 90s. So I'd like to get, I think they have one other album and a single I'd like to get. I have the Mudhoney book right here, which I haven't started reading yet. Here it's like, this says, probably the best book written about grunge, is what it says. So anyway, I also picked up Alice in Chains' Facelift album. It's funny because I was on an Alice in Chains or grunge kick at the time, and I was not expecting to see these. It's a double album, and it's black vinyl, and so it's like oh my god, I have to get those, because for years a lot of this stuff from the 90s was not on vinyl. It was never on vinyl because, CDs were more popular in the 90s, and vinyl wasn't really being made by a lot of major labels. So they've just recently been coming out, a lot of that stuff, reissues and so on, or on vinyl. And then I also got Dirt, which this is their second album. And it's also a double album. I guess because their material is so long that it's, this is black vinyl. And I guess this album was more popular than Facelift, although I think this one has Man in the Box on it, yeah, which is the song that really broke through for them. And then this one has Them Bones, Rooster, and seemed like there was another single on here. It says Wood and Angry Chair Down in a Bone, Down in a Hole. So yeah, I had to get that. And of course, being there at the same time, their third album, this one's just, I think this one's just self-titled. This one's the 30th anniversary limited edition. This one's it says highlighter yellow vinyl. And is this a double album too? I want to say that it is not. This has a gatefold sleeve, but I did not open the gatefold yet. It's a double album. And it's yellow. I mean, everyone knows what yellow looks like, but I'll show it. It's pretty bright. It's like a highlighter. So the only one I'm missing that I want is Jar of Flies, which that's been reissued too, and they have it online to buy. They didn't have it there. I would have bought it that day. So there's those, and I've listened to all of those, which I have the CDs. Not the actual CDs, but I have the music on my iPod or whatever. And then these next two, these next two I ordered online. The Stone Roses first album. I'd like to get their second one, and I seen their second one at that record store that we went to, but I already had enough stuff, so I obviously didn't get it. And this is more like 80s black vinyl, 80s, early 90s alternative dream pop, I guess is what I would call it. It's really good. The song I Want to Be Adored was probably their most famous song. So the Stone Roses. And then this is another sort of a cult classic, Concrete Blonde's Bloodletting. I have both of these on CD. And this is black vinyl, I think, as well. Yes. And this has the Vampire Song, and Joey was a single too. The whole album is really good. Both of those albums are really good. Concrete Blonde. And then this one I picked up. I seen this one once before at a store that I go to that sells a lot of new and used stuff. And I didn't get it for whatever reason. Probably had enough stuff at the time. So I said, well, if they have one when I go back, I'm going to get it. And because it's been reissued, I have an original, but I wanted the reissue. It's the 75th anniversary of Atlantic series, I guess. The album came out in 1968. It's Iron Butterfly, Indigada de Vida. And this one is, not only it's remastered, but it's on clear vinyl. So I just thought that was really cool. I mean, this is an essential album if you're into 60s psychedelic rock, or what they used to be considered acid rock. If you're into that, that's an essential record to have. And then this is another band I've been little by little getting vinyl from, or for. I have a bunch of CDs, but I have one other vinyl record of theirs, but this is one of my favorites, Monster by REM. I bought this the same day I bought the Iron Butterfly. This is 180 gram 25th anniversary edition. And REM was basically what I would consider one of the bands that started what they called a lot of times was college rock, which was really just alternative rock. And this has a lot of singles on it. What's the Frequency, Kenneth was probably the most famous one. Crush with Eyeliner, I think, was a single. I want to say Bang and Blame was a single. Anyway, the whole album is really good. It's very electric for REM, considering how their early work was. So yeah, it's a really good record. If you like REM, that's definitely one to have. I mean, I like everything that band's done, so really. This one was a reissue not too long ago, and I don't think I've showed this in a video. And I special ordered this one when it first came out. I have an original, but this is Prince and the Revolution, Around the World in a Day. One of my favorite Prince albums, and it has this flap here. It's one of my favorite Prince albums. Most people would say Purple Rain, but I mean, Purple Rain is a great album, but this one wasn't overplayed. You know, a lot of people, I mean, I didn't even know it was out until after the fact, and I just love the labels there. It's like, this was his psychedelic album, really, and it's on Purple Marble, which is one of the reasons that I wanted it. There's a deluxe, there's several versions of this that came out recently as an anniversary. There's a deluxe 2 CD set with a lot of outtakes and B-sides, and then there's a deluxe version of vinyl. I think it has all of those songs, which is like 3 or 4 vinyl records. I don't remember, but that's the one I wanted the most. And I just love the album cover. And it's funny because this is supposed to be Prince, and this is the band and stuff. And Prince has blonde hair there because he originally was going to bleach his hair blonde. And I'd read that either he decided at the last minute not to do that, or there was a reason. I don't know if it was just that. But the album cover was already made, so that's why that's like that, if anybody even cares. And then these records I bought at another store that we go to. We go to Trader Joe's in a strip mall. And there's a Second and Charles is right next door. So I got these. I want to say I got them there. I mean, that doesn't sound right, but anyway. The Stooges Funhouse. And this is the alternate version. It's hard for me to pass up this stuff when I see it for a good price and I don't have something. There's the inner sleeve with the Scotch magnetic tape replica, and then the white label Chrysalis. And this one is on, I don't know what you would call that, like a marble swirl somehow. But for years, I wasn't into a lot of, I mean, I wasn't, you know, as a kid, you don't know what's essential by some people's standards and what isn't. And you just buy music and listen to music based on maybe the first thing you see, album covers, or maybe if you heard a song or something. So for years, I didn't know who the Stooges were. I never even heard of them. But in the past, I don't know, 10 years maybe or so, I've been getting into them a lot, listening to everything, buying everything. And then this is their first album. And this is also the, what's that say? The John Cale mix, which is an alternate. The deluxe version that came out had the John Cale mix as well. And these have white labels. This one is Elektra. So they're on, and this one's orange, like a kind of a burnt orange. And these are, it says transparent red, but it looks more orange to me. This is the John Cale original mixes from the 1969 debut album. So yeah, why would I not buy those? I mean, why would anybody not buy those? So all of those records are essential. Make sure you know that. Go out and get them if you're into vinyl. Or some of those you can get on CDs. CD. That's all I have in this video. That's quite a bit compared to what I have been showing, I think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next